Do you use PowerPoint design themes? If so, unknowingly, you might be using some design themes that might be killing your presentation. In this video, I'll show you the design themes that you must avoid at all cost. I'll also share the scientific reason why you should avoid those. And I'll also share the design themes that are good and the way that I would like to use them in my presentations. Sounds interesting? Then let's jump right in. I'm Ramgopal from presentationprocess.com. We help professionals like you create engaging presentations. I'm sure you already know how to apply a design theme for your presentations. Have a slide, then go to the design tab, click on the drop-down menu here, and then as you move your cursor over the various options here, you can see a live preview, and that would help you to choose the right kind of design theme for your presentation. But then not all design themes are created equal. We'll try to evaluate them based on three important parameters. One is readability, second is signal to noise ratio, and third, the kind of layout used. Let us evaluate the design themes based on the first parameter, which is readability. Here I have a sample slide with sample title and sample text. We will try to apply the different design themes to this specific slide because this is one of the most commonly used layouts in presentations. Now, coming back to our first parameter, which is readability, pretty much everyone knows that you cannot use all caps font as your default font style because all caps fonts reduce reading speed by 13 to 20%. Unfortunately, some of the design themes in PowerPoint use all caps font. For example, when you go to the design theme options and look for an option here called as mesh, you see that the default font used is all caps. Now, when I put this up on the screen, your audience will struggle to read the text. Once they get tired of reading your text, they disengage, and therefore you lose your presentation even if your content is pretty good. Let us go back and see this one. This is called as main event. No doubt this design theme looks pretty stylish, but the problem is if your audience can't even read what you've got on your slide, there is no way that they are going to appreciate your style. Now, there is one more design theme that uses all caps font, and it is this one called as droplet. Once again, you can see that the text is hard to read. So the first thing you do whenever you choose a design theme is to avoid these kind of design themes that use all caps font. The next thing about readability is the size of the font used. There are certain design themes that use less than 20 font size. For example, let us go to the font theme here called as Celestial. Now see the font used. When I select this and go to home, you can notice that it uses Calibri font, but the default font size is 18. Of course, you can go to Slide Master and increase the font size, but then the reason why you're using design theme is so you can improve the look and feel of your slides in a very quick time. You don't really have the time to do all these small changes, right? So avoid Celestial. Another design theme that uses small font type is Parcel. If you go here and select this, you can see that we have very small fonts used, and the type of font used is Gill Sans Empty Body. And you can see the font size here, which is 18. So the least you can do when you choose your design theme is to ensure that your audience is able to read your text. So is there any design theme that uses larger font by default? Yes, there is an option available. The design theme is called as depth. When I go down here, you can see that this is the font theme used. Let us go to home and you will notice that the default font size used is 28 and the font type is Corbel. When I go to slideshow, you can see that the text is properly readable. There is sufficient contrast between the font color and the background color, and the text has large enough font so anybody from the audience can read what I've got on my slide. So depth is one of the design themes that I prefer to use whenever I am in a pinch. The next parameter to consider while choosing a design theme is signal to noise ratio. Studies have shown that over-designed slides create extraneous cognitive load. That is, your audience has to spend that extra amount of energy to understand your information when you have unnecessary things on your slides. Now, let me show you two design themes that have some unnecessary shapes occupying a majority of the space available on the slide. The first one is this one called as Atlas. Can you see a lot of the space is occupied by this unnecessary design element, and there are quite a few other distracting elements here, and the amount of space available for your text is only this much. Why unnecessarily lose the valuable real estate that you have on your slides by using this design theme? Now, let me show you the other alternative which has the same issue, and that is this one called as frame. Can you see a lot of the slide real estate is wasted by this unnecessary design element? The thing is, at least in this slide design theme, you can see that the additional design element doesn't really take away the attention from the text. But there are certain design themes where the design elements on the slide take away the attention from the main point of your slide. For example, when I go to something called as vapor trail, you can see that this really dominant design element or the shape is actually taking the attention away from the main point of the slide. A lot of eye tracking studies have shown that the first thing your audience sees on your slide is the one that has the most dominant color or dominant feature. Now, if you see on this slide, the most dominant element is this design. Ideally, your audience should be looking at this and not this, and therefore you should avoid this particular design theme. There is another one which is crowd favorite, and that is this called as facet. Now you see there are so many of these confusing shapes that are taking the attention away from the main point of the slide. And I am not really a big fan of the font color used here, which is light green. So for all reasons, not only because it is overused, but also because it has a lot of unnecessary shapes, I would never use facet as one of the design themes for my presentations. So are there design themes in PowerPoint that don't have such distracting elements? Of course there are. The options that I like are, one is Metropolitan. Can you see how clean the look is? The audience is forced to look at your text and not distracted by anything else. Another one that looks pretty clean is this one called as View. Of course, this black band is an unnecessary noise, but then it adds a nice touch to the basic design of the slide. You can use this space to park certain elements that don't necessarily need to be on the slide area. For example, you can have your slide numbers here, or if you must use logos, then you can place your logos here. The third and final parameter to evaluate a design theme is to see the kind of layout used. The eye tracking studies conducted by Nielsen-Norman Group reveal this, which is when people read screens, they don't read, they scan. Of course, we all know it. Their eyes follow an F-shaped pattern, and this is a very important thing. The first thing your audience sees on your slide is the top portion. And that is the reason why slide title is placed here. That is also the reason why you need to have your slide title visually distinct from the body content. Now, once their eye finishes sweeping the top portion, it comes down and then moves from left to right to absorb the content. And this is what is called as the F pattern. So you have first and then here, and then the eyes move to the right. So that is how the audience absorbs the information. And any layout that you use should follow this basic movement of eyes of your audience. Now, there are certain design themes that don't follow this basic principle. For example, look at this design theme called as Slice. Can you see that the slide title is placed at the bottom? Naturally, this is directly in contrast with how your audience consumes information. And not only that, you can see that the text doesn't really have enough contrast from the background. And there are these unnecessary elements that are taking away the attention of the audience. Another one is this one called as Madison. Can you see that the title is aligned to the right? And of course, there are other issues like there is a lot of space that is wasted here and the font size is small. Even if you ignore all of this, this idea of aligning the slide title to the right doesn't really sit right. And there is one design theme that I totally hate. And that is something called as Damask. Take a look at this. This thick, colored, gradient-based, patterned background is something that you need to avoid totally because it takes away the attention from the text. Of course, the font used is not very readable either. Now, when it comes to style, I prefer one particular design theme quite a lot, and that is this one called as Wood Type. Can you see it is so stylish? There is only one design element in the corner, and when you see the remaining layouts, they are all quite stylishly done. And the best part about this is whenever you use Designer, this particular theme offers some of the most beautiful options when it comes to the design layouts. So in combination with PowerPoint Designer option, this theme called as Wood Type is my preferred option. There is one other design theme that I use quite regularly, once again for style, and that is called as Slate. Now it is somewhere over here. Now this one may not look like much, but when you combine this with hand-drawn type of fonts, then the style really goes up to the next level. Let me show you. Now take a look at this slide. The font used is Frederica the Great, which is a free font available. Now let me apply the font style called Slate. Now look at this. It looks so beautiful because it gives an original slate kind of a feel with this font. Now, if I go to the other fonts, you can see that eraser font works beautifully because it has got that chalk kind of a texture and it works nicely with Slate design theme. And this is another one of my favorites. It's called Caveat Brush, which goes beautifully with Slate. And this crayon crumble font is also a very good one, especially if you want to keep your presentation light and if your audience is small children. And this is the last option called as Homemade Apple. If you are a big fan of cursive writing, then this is a nice font to use in combination with Slate design theme. Now, it is one thing to use PowerPoint as just another program to showcase your text. It is a totally different thing to use PowerPoint as your power. If you want to use PowerPoint in the clearest and the most creative way possible, please consider looking at our Ramgopal's PowerPoint Mastery 2.0 program. I will leave a link to this useful program in the description box below the video. You can check out this course, which is a combination of more than 42 courses on PowerPoint, and it's a bundle which is affordably priced. So please click and check out this product. And while you're at it, the next video that I would recommend for you to watch is this one called as All About PowerPoint Slide Master, Basic to Advanced. So if you want to use the power of Slide Master in PowerPoint, then I recommend you watch this video. The link is right now on your screen. Click on the link and learn some very interesting tricks about using Slide Master effectively. I'll see you inside that video.